Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. I know people take it in. Is it just me or is she more amazing? I'm more amazing. Remember those? If you've been around for months, you might remember like the first week of lockdown in the COVID, okay? I had ordered a tripod and was waiting on it. 6 months later, it arrived. Yay! So, and you know what? In a way, just in time. Because here is September 1st. We have 4 months until the new year. It's a very exciting time, and I am stepping it up. Jules 3.0. I know, I said it. With a tripod. Why not? All right, people. So, I wanted to talk to you. We are doing Self-Care September. And yesterday, I actually gave the intention for today. I will be giving these one day ahead so that you can implement them on the actual day. So for tomorrow, which will be day 2, it is be willing to share how you feel and ask for help when needed. So the one intention for today, in case you're just seeing this, and again, as always, it doesn't matter what month it is. It doesn't even matter what day it is. If you're just coming upon Jules Blessed Vegan, go ahead and implement these. I'll be giving a free one every day for 30 days, whatever month, whatever year. Get on with that self-care. Okay, so the intention for today was simply to remember, take it in, and simply to remember that self-care is not selfish, it is essential. Like those essential workers in the COVID, okay? Taking care of yourself is essential, and man, do I know that. Because, right now, it seems ironic, but I am driving 100 miles a day to school, okay? So 50 miles each way to school and back, so that I can be in a classroom setting to virtually teach students, right? So that they can see the classroom, see a teacher in the classroom, and feel the hope of knowing that one day they'll be back on campus. I'm not kidding you. Like, that is the only intention for driving there, because essentially it's virtual and I've got everything I need inside my computer. But I am happy to do it. So anyway, I need to remember that while I'm driving those extra miles, while I'm still struggling with going to bed at a reasonable hour, while I'm a bit overwhelmed by the different computer programs and the technology glitches, understatement of the year, today was a huge challenge, that unless I'm caring for myself, getting enough fluids, choosing to eat the right foods, my body is so exhausted trying to take care of the nonsense, right? And breaking down the chemicals and the toys, that I am greatly taking away from not only a chance for me to be successful and confident as the teacher, but really from those 32 sixth graders who are relying on me. I always have a good work ethic, meaning I will absolutely be at school if there is anything short of the world ending, okay? I can do that. But am I my best self? That's what the question is. So today, again, September 1st, the first day of Self-Care September, was remember that self-care is not selfish, it is essential. But our intention for day 2 is be willing to share how you feel and ask for help when needed. And that may seem very basic. I mean, who doesn't know to ask for help if they need it? It's not that we don't know to ask, it's whether we'll actually do it, okay? And that is a whole different story, and I'm sure you guys know that. So right now, it's just a willingness. A lot of recovery, a lot of healing just starts with a willingness, okay? So are you willing to share how you feel? Come on, the Jules Blessed Vegan community is very elite, okay? I'll just put it that way. There aren't that many people here. Take the risk in sharing. And is there a risk at all? I answer to God. I mean, yes, humans may be confused by me at times. I may get into little scuffles, if you will. But at the end of the day, I answer to God, and I will take that risk every single time to go ahead and just share my truth. It hopefully will help somebody else. It certainly relieves my pressure, and I would encourage you too in the comments below to share your truth. All right, so also asking for help. At the end of every video, I say, how may I support you? I often say, especially in prayer, but I also indicate that in any way that I can, I will research or find information for you if you need that support. So I'm here for you. I'm Jules. I'm blessed and I'm vegan. Okay, that said, for all of my self-care September kids who are on their way, I have a little bit more that I want to share with you. Just reminding myself primarily, but certainly giving you some ideas of that September 1st. It's a fresh start, the beginning of the month. But again, I live by the premise that every breath is a fresh start, that certainly every meal is a fresh start, that you don't need to wait until tomorrow. Okay, you can wait in your next best choice. So don't get me wrong there. If you're a person who's going, I already blew September 1st, so the month is gone. Yeah, that's a no. Slow down, cowgirl or cowboy. There's still plenty of time. All right, so for me, I was very tempted today. I'm going to share some of the tools that I use for that. One, I literally shopped and shopped to find this monkey mind, and no surprise that its eyes are purple. It's one of my favorite colors. I shopped and shopped to physically find a monkey because, and I have a video on this, and I'll try and remember to put it in the description. The monkey mind is a real thing, okay? It's really a psychological nightmare, and the monkeys don't come individually like this cute little person who actually is vegan and was named Coconut, which I love, came with a tag named Coconut. They actually come in tribes, okay? So when you feel like your brain is making you crazy and it is just haunting you and going again and again, it's not one little monkey named Coconut, it is a tribe. So you're not crazy, it's true. But the reason I purchased this was because I wanted a tangible little person that I could say, hey, I know we're struggling, but leave me alone. Anyway, Coconut, big eyes, so sweet, looks so innocent. You guys know my truth. Okay, so yes, I encourage you to actually get a monkey. I really do, so that you can have that conversation. Okay, another thing that helps me so much is to do a sticker on the calendar. And again, I know this seems remedial, but this is because of the primal brain, and I'm going to give a fantastic talk. I know I always brag, but I do take the time to find fantastic resources. So I'm going to give a talk tomorrow on the primal brain and why we are so affected by it, okay? As opposed to the frontal cortex, which is reasoning and the adult, if you will, that primal brain, which is in the back. I think it's the medulla. It's a troublemaking fool who loves to fit throw in the grocery store line, asking for whatever treat is at eye level, okay? Okay, so to appease that primal brain, you probably have a calendar anyway, and you simply put a sticker and indicate how you did that day. Mine says clean, and I got a really cute sticker for my little kid that says excellent, and that is day one. At first I was kind of doing way too much on this. I was accidentally putting together all the different things of my day, and it became very cluttered for me, which I know sounds funny. I mean, it's a piece of paper and a calendar, but it really did become way too cluttered. I'm going to give you an example of that. And for me, I was accidentally putting whether I prayed or not, whether I ate right or not, whether I exercised. And that was a chance for failure as well, okay? My initial objective was simply to eat clean, which just means on my plan, to honor my body and be on my plan. And I had to pull back because look at the chaos on this calendar. Do you see how many things I wrote all over it? It got crazy fast, let's just put it that way. So kind of for the simplicity, okay, of September and just sticking with my goal, I'm pulling back and I'm simply being accountable for eating right and giving myself a sticker from that little primal kid. Okay, to complement that though, I always have a journal, and in that journal I do record my food, and it's just another accountability. This may seem like a lot, but it's actually not. It's not a lot. All of these things literally take maybe 3 minutes, maybe 5 if I'm pouting or fit throwing, mostly 3 minutes. Okay, so again, checking in with the monkey. One thing, and I'm going to include that video as I suggested, is recommended, is that you actually allow your monkey to chatter and complain for a few minutes a day. And then when they try and chatter and complain later in the day, you remind them that you gave them their time and that they can have their time again in the morning. But I'll be sharing that. Okay, so then the calendar. And obviously, as a teacher, I have stickers anyway. But like this sticker book had 900 stickers in it, and they're all cute and fun. And I just simply pull one a day and let myself celebrate. Okay, one of my favorites, and I've included it several times and I'll include it again, is the Urge Jar. And this is by Brooke Castillo of the Life Coach School. And I literally just used a mason jar, but I did go ahead and put ribbons on because it's a celebration. I actually wrote Urge Jar on it. And then what I did was and it's one of my Debbie Meyer green boxes, but I went ahead and got a ton of beautiful glass beads, but you can use marbles, you can use rocks, you can use whatever you want. Again, this is to appease that primal brain, because little children are easily distracted by something pretty like a beautiful glass bead. And so while your primal brain is begging you to eat everything wrong, you can briefly, just long enough to get back into your frontal cortex and pull yourself together, you can appease that little child with some pretty beads. The beautiful thing about the Urge Jar is that it's never a takeaway. You never punish yourself or remove beads. It's only celebrating every time you've avoided an urge. And I most certainly avoided urges today. I was freaking out on my way home. I desperately wanted to stop and buy some nonsense. And I had to just fight myself the whole way. I had to keep talking to myself. How are you going to feel after this meal? Like I didn't even want to go into what is causing this. Like I said, I had a really bad technology day. The computer was on the fritz half the time. I had, techs in there trying to fix it. I had to try and keep my kids intact, meaning my students. It was chaos. It was total chaos. And as I've said, because of my Invisalign and stuff, I'm kind of doing, I'll say, kind of extreme intermittent fasting. So I don't eat until I leave school. In this case, mostly that's okay. But in this case, I was ready to eat anything I could find. I had food in my car. I'd prepared for that, meal. And praise God, I did eat it and I made it home and I stayed safe. But to celebrate that, I am going to give myself several urges, okay? Several. Because, oh my goodness, I constantly, I'm going to actually do 10. I'm going to do 10 urges. I earned 10 urges. So what is the celebration? The celebration is the urge itself. That when your jar fills up, and again, I got these at the dollar store, and I just got 2 little bags full, which is $2, and that was like 400 beads, seriously, glass beads. And so when the jar fills, you get to celebrate how many times you avoided an urge. That is the celebration, And so these are just a couple of things. So we have the sticker, we have the journaling, we have the urge jar, we have the physical monkey, okay? That's just a couple of things that have been keeping me more well. Okay, completely well? Nearly. More well than ever before? Absolutely. So between all of this, and then, of course, videos and support for people that I love in social media, including Tanny Raw, whom I mention all the time, a social media phenom, Brooke Castillo of the Life Coach School, whom I just mentioned, my sister Glynis, who is a famous numerologist. Yes, Glynis has your number. Some of you have said, is that your sister? Yes, and I tell people that I dye my hair brown so that we don't get confused. Not true, but it's a good one. And of course, God, the Bible, and all of those lovely things that I use every single day. All right, my friends. Again, Self-Care September, yay us. Our intention for tomorrow, be willing. Just be willing to share how you feel and ask for help when needed. And you'll have to decide who the appropriate person that is And I assure you, I can be one of those people for you. So as always, my friends, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you, especially in prayer, in any other way. And until we talk again, my friends, best of all, know that you're blessed.